Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 14 minutes before the top of the hour. Jeff Johnson joins us once again. What's happening, Jeff?
The ever entertaining and always insane Donald Trump has some crazy slip-ups.
Boy, does he?
Oh, my God, man.
Jeff, so how are people with any level of intelligence still following this man?
So listen, have you ever seen, known of, or been the person that dates somebody that is absolutely awful in every way, but because they tell you they love you once a month and nobody else does, you stay with them?
Nope.
I know,
but I understand I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, we know some people like that, though.
That's Donald Trump. Like, literally, he is representing and speaking to a group of people who don't feel like anybody else rides for them. And so despite the stupidity, despite the insanity, despite the criminality, they like, yo, this dude rocks for me, so I'm going to rock for him. And I honestly think it's that simple. And we see it all over the place in other ways. Why not with a politician?
And I think those people believe that he's willing to hurt the people that they don't like. So yes, whatever he does outside of that is fine with them.
Hurt the people that he has told them is at fault for where they are.
Right.
And it's classic. We've seen it throughout history in other ways. And so, I mean, but again, he just keeps giving you reasons to recognize. My just thing is he's just not presidential. And he hasn't done anything for those folks either. Let me say this before I get out of here, man. This is a tragedy, and I think something that we need to talk about as we think about changing policy. I don't know if you have talked about the story of Prince McCree in Milwaukee. Prince McCree is a 5-year-old boy who was murdered by a 15-year-old and a 27-year-old that lived in the same house as he did. They did when the parents called the Milwaukee Police Department. The Milwaukee Police Department tried to get an Amber Alert, and the state's DOJ denied the Amber Alert, despite the fact that it seemed as if he meets the criteria. And 24 hours later, they found this baby in a dumpster.
Oh, man.
5 years old.
What was their justification for not issuing the Amber Alert?
They won't say. They haven't said yet because they're still saying it's an open investigation. The two men, the 17-year-old and 27-year-old just got charged yesterday, but the Wisconsin Department of Justice is not talking about the specifics of the case. And the state says you have to be set under 17 years old, you must be in danger of seriously bodily harm, and the police must have a descriptive information about the child, the suspect, and or the suspect's vehicle. They're not saying anything, so they're not saying which of those criteria he didn't meet. This is a 5-year-old little boy whose parents have called the police. The police department requests an Amber Alert, and it still doesn't happen.
Was he a black child?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Yes.
Man, don't.
Wow.
5 years old. And so something has got to change. This can only change in the state of Wisconsin by state law. And many people have said they don't need to overhaul the system. They just need to make changes because this makes no sense. This 5-year-old baby is murdered by two people that lived in his house on a different floor and nothing. And so it makes no sense, you all. And so we already know that there's disproportionate pieces with us and Amber Alerts. But we got to do something different. And so I just want to send out prayers for Prince McCree's family, loved ones, for the entire city of Milwaukee, because nobody can be resting well when this kind of thing is allowed to happen in a city. And nobody thinks the state doesn't think it's necessary to just push a damn button and say, if you've seen this baby, let us know. It just doesn't make sense. So we pray for Prince McCree's family, lifting you up in prayer. I don't know how these prayers are going to make you feel better for this loss, but we stand with you in the midst of this tragedy. Y'all hear me at Jeff's Nation. If you got anything, those are 3 things I have for you. Absolutely love y'all. Y'all, let's make sure we are as good to each other as we can as we are good to ourselves. I'll talk to y'all next week.